Do you know that there are many types of yoga?
I-
Fitness yoga, yoga that can be done during pregnancy, yoga that can be made done to make your cheeks slimmer, your body slimmer. Fitness, basically thinning yoga. There are a lot of names for these yoga these days, and you also have online classes. So the ultimate aim is that we try to be fit. How are you, Suman?
I'm fine, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you for asking. And what about you, ma'am? How are you?
It's been a good day so far for me. I've been enjoying it. So yeah, that is what. So how about you? The same as usual?
Yes, ma'am. Same as usual. Actually, same today I went to my office, then I returned my
Mm.
home, and actually I have not more time. I have sufficient a few hours for learning
Mm.
purpose. So I have done my dinner, and after that I joined your session right
You do
now.
look exhausted, so I know you're
Yes,
working
ma'am.
hard.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, but it's good that you're working so hard. When it pays off, you'll be so proud of yourself.
Yes,
Yeah, okay. So we have a predetermined topic for our session today. Did you have a chance to go through benefits of yoga?
yes, ma'am. There are so many benefits of yoga.
Yeah, we will start. So you're okay with this topic, right? Shall we proceed? So you went through the. So do you do yoga? That's my first question to you.
No, ma'am. I don't do yoga. Actually,
Mm.
ma'am, I don't have enough time in the morning time
Mm.
because
Mm.
every day I go to bed around 12 or 12:30.
In the night, you mean?
Yes, ma'am.
Mm.
And after that I wake up 6:30
Mm.
a.m. Then I get fresh, and after that I leave home. Then I reach my office 9 p.m. and after that I start my office work. Then I return my
Mm.
home 9 p.m. And after
So you
that,
have a long travel time from your home to your office, is it?
yes, ma'am, 3 hour, ma'am,
Okay.
3 hour. Yes,
Okay. So
three
do
hour,
you
three
take the
hour, six
public
hour.
transport?
Yes, ma'am. This day
Mm.
I am traveling by train.
Okay. So, in school or in college or anywhere in clubs, sport clubs, and all, you must have been exposed to yoga at some point in your life, right? Have you been?
No, ma'am. Actually, when I was in our school, that time we did some exercise at our school, and when I joined high school, and after that, that exercise totally off, and then again I busy my study, and as well as I also
Okay.
busy my
It was
another
exercise,
activity.
but not yoga. You mean you have not done any yoga asanas? You were not curious about yoga. Did you look it up in YouTube?
Actually, ma'am, uh,
Mm.
2 months ago I went to park uh, early morning. After that, I have seen there are so many ladies
Mm.
and there are so many boys. Both they do exercise, and one teacher also teach how to do yoga proper way.
Mm. Okay. So you've seen it in our modern life, in our daily modern busy life. We are not exercising. We are not giving much importance to exercising or doing yoga or doing meditation. So why do you think it's important to do exercise, meditation, or yoga? Why is it so?
Because, ma'am, it's most important these days.
Mm.
We are addicted from social media. So
Uh,
mostly time we use social media, 33-degree angle, and after that we also go late night bed, and as well
mm,
as these days we are taking junk food.
mm,
So that's why if we do yoga, so it's good for our health.
I'll come to that. So you said we are addicted from social media. So addicted from social media or addicted to
Addicted
social
for
media?
We are addicted to social media.
Yeah. So when you can be addicted to something, not for, not of, or not and. You're addicted to.
Yes,
That is something that will always go together. It will not change. So you're addicted to social media. So right, we are addicted to social media. We always keep sitting, and there
yes,
is our bodies lacks exercises.
yes,
Basically, our muscles deteriorate, and our brain lacks proper nutritional energy. Maybe you can call it like that.
yes,
So that's why exercise is important in the form of yoga, and yoga particularly is very easy to master. Don't you think so?
yes, ma'am. Yes.
Hmm.
If I want to do yoga, so I can do yoga anywhere, any place. And if I do yoga, then my IQ level increase. I can increase my IQ level. If I
Mm.
do yoga, I can reduce my body. If I do yoga, I can uh, take care my health. So
Right.
yes, ma'am. So yoga have so many benefits. If I do
Hmm.
yoga, so I can take more benefits.
There are a lot of types of exercises. If given the chance, what will you choose among yoga, running, meditation, normal exercise, cycling? What will you be
Running,
choosing, Suman?
ma'am. Running, ma'am. Running.
Why running?
Because if I do running, then my whole body uh, will be working. So that's why I also prefer running.
So you
And
believe that your body will be moving, the entire body. So it's like one for all. So it's easier and it's better. I wouldn't say it's easy, but I'd say it's more beneficial, right?
yes, ma'am.
Hmm. But do you not think it will be hard to be running all the time?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, I can. I agree with you, ma'am. Because if I running on road or
Hmm.
if I running, um, so it's not good for everyone because there are so many elders they can't run. If they do yoga, so it's good for them because uh, if I talked about my family members, uh, so they don't want to running. They don't want to running in the morning time. But if you say um, you can do yoga at your home, so they can easily do this work.
Yeah, so yoga has benefits of not taking up too much space in the society, and it's more accommodative, you can say. Um, if I am to choose, I will not choose cycling. I will not choose running because I don't. I'm not that dexterous in with my body, but I might choose yoga or meditation. This
Yes,
is my preference. So yoga is very popular these days. We have World Yoga Day. Yoga is also popular overseas, not just in India. So,
yes.
what do you think about the sudden popularity? Why is the world catching on with this trend?
Actually, ma'am, if I talked about 30 years ago,
Hmm.
50 years ago, so that time everyone did yoga in our uh, India.
Hmm.
Uh, but day by day, our generation, growing and we are improving. Uh, so most of the people they forget their origin. But ma'am, these days there are so many actors they are doing yoga, different yoga center, and
Hmm.
they also prefer because if they if they do yoga and they know very well they can easily increase their IQ level, they can easily reduce their health, not
Hmm.
reduce, I mean to say they can easily by their self.
Fitness yoga, right? Do you know that there are many types of yoga?
I-
Fitness yoga, yoga that can be done during pregnancy, yoga that can be made done to make your cheeks slimmer, your body slimmer. Fitness, basically thinning yoga. There are a lot of names for this yoga these days, and you also have online classes. So the ultimate aim is that we try to be fit. So we want to be fit. Do you
yes,
follow or do you keep a track of influencers or social media icons who follow fitness. Are you fond of that, Suman?
I don't fond of yoga
Mm.
because I don't have enough time. So that's why only these days I travel by train and I
Mm.
travel by bus. So that time I do running. Uh,
Mm. So you don't
so
follow anyone on social media. You're not that interested.
no, ma'am. Actually, I don't have time more, so that's
Uh,
why. But whenever if I'll get time, so definitely I have to try, yoga because these days so many girls and boys follow and
yeah.
they do yoga. Yes,
It's
I know
actually
that.
a very easy way of staying fit. You don't have to work out, you don't have to lift weights, you don't have to follow protein diets,
Yes,
even though that can be supplements, but it's a more easier way of staying fit and exercising your whole body. Right. So, do you believe in the culture of dieting?
uh, yes, ma'am.
Mm.
Actually, these days, uh, so many elder person they are suffering from you know uh, so many disease. So and so that's why doctor also prefer they also consult by doctor, and after that doctor gives so many diet chart, and so most of
So
the
you
people they follow, and after that this day and they are doing better life.
so you mean doctor gives diet charts?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, I have a question for you, or more like a scenario or like a game. Do you know any one healthy food in your? You're from a place, right? I think you're from West Bengal. Am I getting it wrong?
Yes, no, 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 you're right.
Okay. So, do you know a healthy food from West Bengal cuisine that you can tell me about? Why is it healthy? What sort of nutrients do you get from it? Something from your tradition, your culture.
Actually, we are
Mm.
Bengali, so
Mm.
we mostly prefer rice and vegetables
Okay.
as well as fish also. So we eat three time rice.
Ah, so mostly like South Indians, we have rice not three times, but we have rice in its rice forms in the afternoons. In the mornings and night, we make dosas or idlis, rice batter basically, rice batter. We grind it into a mixture and we make dosas and idlis, steamed rice, you can imagine. But do you
Okay.
have rice in its rice form three times a day?
Sorry, ma'am, pardon.
Do you guys have rice in its original form three times a day? Like just rice and vegetables again
Yes,
and again?
yes, yes, ma'am. Yes, yes.
Hmm.
We are taking three times rice and vegetables include.
Why is it,
Yes.
what sort of vegetables? Or I want you to give me a dish.
You would like to know about which kind of dish we are
Is
taking.
healthy,
Yes.
is healthy
Okay.
and is
It's
something
healthy.
unique to your culture.
Actually, ma'am, if I talked about pulse, so there are many kind of pulse we are taking, and as well as we are taking
Hmm.
paneer vegetables with potato, and
Okay.
yes, and ma'am, bitter gourd also it's very helpful uh, in our body,
I like bitter
and
gourd. Do you know why bitter gourd is healthy?
because bitter gourd it's so bitter.
So there is a saying that bitter things would is good for you basically. If you eat too much of sweets, you might get diabetes. But if you get
Yes,
bitter gourd, you can control diabetes.
yes, yes. So that's why
Yeah.
my family members also prefer bitter gourd.
Hmm.
Whenever uh, they get time, and after that they also cook bitter gourd.
Okay. So
Yes.
rice, vegetables, paneer, potatoes. So I think proteins, carbohydrates, little minerals here and there. This is what
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
talking
So
about in terms of nutrition.
so many nutrition we are
Mm.
taking,
Mm. Okay. So
and
for
as well as we are taking fish every day.
Fish
So
is very, very healthy, better than poultry or red meat. So it's
yes,
very
yes,
healthy.
yes.
Lot of
And this
omega
day
3
I
fatty acid.
also avoid red meat.
You don't eat red meat.
No, I don't eat red meat these days because my office colleague told me, Sumandas, this day you are just like hefty. So you have to reduce your
Hefty.
uh, yes, yes, you have to
Okay.
reduce your body, and after
Mm.
that you would be looking so handsome.
Very good. Handsome or charming is
And
something more
it's
masculine in nature.
it's
Right. So you're on a diet consciously, you don't eat red meat. Okay. So in our maybe in South India or in the southernmost part of in Kerala or in Tamil Nadu, we have this. It's not a dish. It's more like a medicinal herb sort of thing. We call it kelvaragu. So here we mix and grind 9 different varieties of grains
oh
into
my
a
god.
powder.
Okay.
So we have 9 different varieties for it, and you mix that powder into milk or water, and you boil it, and you then have it. So it will give you all the nutritional values of all 9 grains. So it's like one super meal.
Yeah, and you can easily take.
Yeah, we can. So this is what I was talking about. Your culture might have something like that. So I was curious about if you have something like that. So we give
And
this to babies, just born babies, even old people, elderly people to get and gain energy in their bodies, an energy boost.
actually, there are so many little girls and boys. Uh, they are taking Horlicks complaint because their
Mm.
parent also prefer.
Yeah, you
If
can
they
imagine this is the Horlicks or Complan of our olden age. So
yes, 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 yes.
yeah,
I mean, I can recall those memory when I was child.
yeah. So when our parents were young or our grandparents were young, this is what they used to have. But now it's all Horlicks, Bonvita, Complan, DH, whatever. So we have a lot of different varieties, all saying there are
Yes,
proteins, but we can simply return to our own roots to find what is healthy. Yeah. Okay. Then um, maybe we'll start with a little feedback now. I know you're exhausted, so I do not want to overtire you, but you tried and you gave me a lot of information. So initially we talked about yoga. Even though you do not do yoga, we could talk about yoga. We talked about different type of exercises that you can do, that you cannot do, diets that we can follow, we cannot follow, and your routine a little bit, or how you're not getting enough time in your day-to-day life to incorporate all of this even though you want to. So this is
yes,
what you've done so far. I want you to try pronouncing this word for me, Suman.
yes, ma'am. Sure, ma'am. Sure. Social media,
Right. Social media. Social.
social media, social,
Hmm.
social media.
So how do you say this?
So,
Social media.
social,
Shall.
so,
Very good.
social media,
Hmm.
social
So
media,
together
social
we
media,
say social media. We don't say
so,
social. We say social.
social media.
Hmm. You're almost getting it right. Just a 2 more % of
Yes,
correction.
I can understand.
Yeah.
Social media.
Yeah, now you got it almost. Very good. So, and when we were talking about running, do you remember? In all the sentences, you kept saying running. You did not change that into run or ran. You were always using running. For example, if I
Yes,
running on the road.
continue. So that time I have to use running. But if I
No,
talk,
no. If I was running on the road. So either you say if I was running on the road, or you can say if I run on the road. You don't have to use was. So English, it's there are many different ways you can say the same sentence. There is no one rule you have to follow. So if you
yes,
say if I running, there is a sentence. There is a verb missing in the sentence. If I was running in the past.
yes. And if I say present
Hmm.
tense, so then I can say you if I am running.
Very good. Very
Yes.
good. Yes,
Actually,
if I
ma'am,
am.
I wanted to explain you that time. So that time I used to if I running, but it's
Yeah.
not appropriate sentence. If I told you that time,
Hmm.
if I was running on road, so it's correct sentence.
Yeah, if I was running on the road, not roads, we can
Yes,
run only on one road. So if I
yes.
was running on the road, then you have to use a specific article, the, the.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So whenever I make sentence, that time I have to use if I was walking on that road,
Yeah, yeah,
on
on
the road.
on the road.
Yes,
If you
yes.
say on that road, maybe you're talking about it prior hand to a
No, no,
person.
no. Actually, I wanted to say you, uh, I was uh, running on the road.
Ah, yeah, this I understood. But if you want to use that, even that is grammatically correct. I'm explaining where you can use that. Maybe you and me, we were talking about one particular road. I was asking you for directions. And then when you're talking, you can say that road is this.
Yes, that road is this. Yes,
Mm, yeah. Right. You initially said, I have not more time.
I don't have time.
Very good. What happened when you were speaking?
Actually, ma'am, actually, it's happened with me whenever I talk to anyone in front of camera. So automatically, hesitation come in my mind. So that's
Yeah.
why.
I'm coming to learn that you do know the proper rules, but when you're anxious, you tend to make
Yes,
mistakes.
yes. Because
Mm.
actually, if I prepared before 2 hour and or 1 hour ago, so it's good for me. But I don't have time. How can I
But
prepare?
I don't want you to prepare like that. English is spontaneous, right? We are learning a language. You're learning how to speak in English. You
Yes.
do not have to rehearse how to speak in English.
No, no.
I know that
Actually,
is not your intention. I know that's not your
yes, yes,
intention.
yes.
But I'm
Because
simply trying to explain. Yeah.
yes, ma'am. Because I mean to say, before class, if I talk to any friends and if they uh, give some idea, uh, then if I talk about those topic with you, so I can talk with you, more and more, and I
Yeah.
can make more sentence easily
Yes,
without any
I believe
hesitation.
you need a little practice so that you don't repeat sentences. You repeat a couple of sentences 3 to 4 times before saying the correct sentence, right? You can watch this recording. If you watch it
Okay,
from the beginning, you will notice that you're repeating a couple of sentences again and again, only the first part before you finish it because you're trying to,
correct
you maybe
sentence.
you're, yeah, you're trying to
Yes,
correct
yes,
it. Don't be
yes, yes.
too wary of making mistakes. Say it. If it's wrong, I'll correct you, but you have to try to speak more fluently, right?
Definitely, I have to try, ma'am. Definitely.
Yeah. Okay then, Suman, so this is it for today's session. I hope you have learned and enjoyed today's session. You have
Yes,
learned
ma'am.
a lot and enjoyed today's session.
Yes, ma'am. This was a lovely conversation with you, ma'am. And thank you for giving me your precious time. Nice talking
Thank
to you,
you,
ma'am.
thank you, it's my pleasure, and I hope to see you again soon.
Yes, ma'am. Definitely. Sure. Hope to see you soon.
Good
Good night.
night. Thank you.